At the time that I'm recording this video, we have 21 days, 22 hours, and 57 minutes until the FCC is going to vote on its plan to kill net neutrality. As Battle for the Net describes it, we have just days to stop censorship, throttling, and extra fees online. Congress needs to hear from internet users like you right now. Unless you've been living under a rock, you probably know what net neutrality is, but in case you have actually been living under a rock, let me explain what net neutrality is. Net neutrality is essentially the way the internet is right now, and net neutrality has existed pretty much since the internet began. It has allowed people all across the world to share files, talk to each other, upload videos, upload pictures, and pretty much do whatever they want on the internet pretty much since it began. But now, the FCC in the US is about to heavily restrict net neutrality, if not remove it completely, and their plan of doing this pretty much leads to no good outcome whatsoever. And this tweet by Total Biscuit sums it up pretty much better than I ever could even try to do. Net neutrality is not a partisan issue. If it goes away, your costs go up, telecom companies can throttle any site they like, particularly those that compete with their own services, strangle startups at birth, hurts consumers, and generally, there's no upside for this besides for the cable companies. If you are currently signed with a company like Comcast, Verizon, Time Warner Cable, or AT&T, guess what? These are the guys that are siding with the FCC to remove net neutrality. Here's a little short description from the Battle for the Net website. Cable companies are famous for high prices and poor service. Several rank as the most hated companies in America. Now, they're lobbying the FCC and Congress to end net neutrality. Why? It's simple. If they win the power to slow sites down, they can bully any website into paying millions to escape the slow lane. This would amount to a tax on every sector of the American economy. Every site would cost more since they'd all have to pay big cable. Worse, it would extinguish the startups and independent voices who can't afford to pay. If we lose net neutrality, the internet will never be the same. And honestly, that last statement could not be more true. Now, if you want an example that really hits home, how about this example that really shows the true power of what removing net neutrality can really do? Most of you watching this video are probably watching it on Vidly right now, which is completely understandable because Vidly right now is a million times better than YouTube at its current state. However, if net neutrality is removed, Vidly is in grave danger of shutting down. Because here's the deal, with net neutrality gone, pretty much any cable company out there can not only bully Yawn, but pretty much any other user here on Vidly into buying a faster, quote-unquote faster, and more expensive package to even let you on Vidly, let alone even run it at any considerably fast speed. And let's also factor this in. Yawn lives in Germany, so say Yawn doesn't get affected by net neutrality being removed, but all of us here in the US on Vidly do. Well, here's the deal. A lot of people trying to visit Vidly don't want to pay an extra fee or buy a more expensive package to visit a small startup website. So as a result, the user base will go down or stay stagnant. Vidly will not generate as much ad revenue, and in the end, maybe, who knows, Yawn won't have the ability to pay to keep the site up. And that right there is the biggest problem with removing net neutrality. Removing net neutrality really only benefits one type of person in this whole scenario, and it's the people running the big cable companies, because they have the power to essentially bully any site they want into paying millions just to let people visit their site, let alone have it run at any considerably fast speed. Simply put, if net neutrality gets removed, every single thing that is fun about the internet in the US will be gone. The internet will simply never be the same again if net neutrality gets removed. That sounds like a pretty bad future, right? Well, guess what? It doesn't have to be that way. You can still call Congress right now. You still have 21 days to call Congress and tell them to keep net neutrality. It seems like a very, very tough battle, and for sure, it is a very, very tough battle. However, it can be done. if you call Congress. So in the description of this video, I'm going to put a link to Battle for the Net. This site will tell you a lot more information about what net neutrality actually is, as well as what will happen if the FCC and Congress remove net neutrality, as well as what you can do to keep net neutrality around. That's about it for this video. Once again, please go to battleforthenet.com and please call Congress and tell them why they should keep net neutrality around. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe to become a crafting lord. This is Crafting Lord 21, and I'll see you guys in the next video.